Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher of Realms video. Today we're on the free-to-play account, and I want to kind of do a champion spotlight slash, the next episode of my free-to-play account. I have gotten my Nocturne almost maxed out, not quite, but I've been really enjoying him, so I just kind of want to show you how I've built him, what I'm using him for, how he's working, all of that good stuff. So I will say that I do have King Hars, so that's obviously going to help me a little bit with damage and stuff on my Nocturne, because he's going to get some more stats, and then also gets a shield, right? So the shield doesn't really help that much with damage, but just having the 15% increased base stats is quite nice. I don't think it does anything else about damage, right? The more faction allies, just more shields, and the defense of the shielded allies increased by 20%. Yeah, so nothing crazy with damage, just literally 15 stats. That's it. That's it. It's really hard to get skill ups on free-to-play accounts. If I had to guess, I don't know, it might be a year before I can skill up a legendary. You need, what, like 7, 8, 9 of these, and they're quite hard to get. I've only got 2 so far in the month or so I've been playing, a couple weeks. I don't even know how long I've been playing, so I'm not going to quite drop them into here, but this is what we got going on for skill ups. I don't have him awakened. I did somehow manage to get a Tier of Starlight, so the only mythic artifact I own is probably the rarest one in the game. Tier of Starlight, really good. TOS, also known as. So I have that on him. Obviously, I have not done a lot of artifact raid. It's really hard to do artifact raid on any account, but especially if you don't have Salazar and some of the really good melee units. This is what I have. I'm just starting to build up Mr. Werewolf, Demos, and Wrath. So I'm just starting to build these 2 up to play around with. But okay, let's talk about him, what he does, and let's show you some footage of him. So pretty cool. I'm really enjoying this guy, actually. I asked in Discord a bunch of people, who should be my next 6-star out of all of my heroes, and a lot of people were saying, oh, you should do Dolores, and you should do Noodle Shooter, what's this guy named, Setram, and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, I kind of don't want to do those 2. And then my bucket was like, hey, you should do Nocturne. And I was like, you know what, yeah, let's do it. I have Nocturne actually A1 on my main account. I have not built him, so I wanted to mess around with him anyway. So I was like, yeah, why not? I already have King Hars to go with him, and I don't have any mages on this account. I have literally no mages besides Voltus. So I got Voltus and Nocturne. That's literally all I own. I don't have a single epic mage. Well, I have a couple epic mages, but they're not very good. I got him, and I got Scarecrow, and that's pretty much it, right? So I was really lacking magic damage, so I wanted someone to fill that hole there, so this is who I chose. So kind of my logic why I built him as my second level 60. Let's go through the kit real quick. So he uses an ultimate. Attack range expands. Each attack dealing magic damage as much as 180 plus 220, lasting for 25 seconds. I almost got the skill effect duration. I didn't get any. I feel like I got kind of really bad skill ups. I feel like they never go in the basic attack, and I feel like for most heroes, the basic attack and the ultimate is usually the most beneficial. Didn't get any in the basic, unfortunately, because I mean 90% of the time you're using your basic attack, right? Then he also has this Impure Wings thing, or sorry, Dark Feathers. When Impure Wings is on, it increased attack speed by 60, and always targets the enemy with the highest defense. That's because he has some defense penetration right here. He has an 18% chance, goes up to 20% to inflict additional real damage. Now, I'm assuming real damage goes through all defense, because when this procs, you'll see a yellow number on the screen instead of the normal color, and it'll be like, I think it's like 70k for me for this level of attack. Now, I don't have good gear at all, so this is kind of what I'm using. I'm using the single target damage bonus with this, and I was just looking for attack and crit, really is all I'm majorly looking for. So attack, crit. This is actually ended up being a nice piece, and I will take this to 16 when I get enough gold. Early game, it's really hard to get gold. I just spent a bunch of stamina farming the gold dungeon. I just spent all my stamina for the last 24 hours farming gold, and I got about 2.2 mil, which gives me enough to level like, I don't know, 2 pieces maybe to level 16. So it gets a lot better when you get to the end game and you're farming a lot of gear, because the gear drops you get are so bad that you're usually selling all of them, so that's where all your gold comes from, and you usually don't get a lot of pieces that you want to level up because the drop rate is not very good with like attack percent main stat, for example. I am using this on him, which is unfortunate, but I just want a little bit more crit and attack and all that good stuff, and I wanted to keep the set because I figured 18% more damage is going to be fairly beneficial. I guess I do have... No, I don't have anything else really. If this had attack percent, maybe I would level this because it has attack speed as well, but nothing really good in that set. I should probably, honestly, just be using a broken set, but oh well, it is what it is. I got some decent rolls in here, attack speed, and attack, right? So, okay, I guess the first place I'm going to start with him is Guild Boss. He's really good in Guild Boss. So, I'm actually just going to kind of show you... Do I want to show you just an auto run? Maybe I'll just show you an auto run for Guild Boss because it'll be much quicker. And maybe I'll show kind of the lower difficulty. Maybe we'll show the nightmare difficulty. All right, so let's see if we get anything cool here. One summon, that's nice. We'll have the summons tomorrow morning. I'm really looking forward to summons tomorrow morning. I just love Friday mornings when you get on, you get to, you know, summon and do all that fun stuff. Hey, look, 4-star mythic or whatever they call them, psychic, sukakaka. Anyways. Nightmare. All right, so I'll go Nightmare 1. I'll just kind of do an auto run and kind of just show you real quick because I don't want to spend, you know, like Guild Boss runs are quite long if you do the manual, so I figure you don't want to see the entire thing, but I'll kind of show you how we're placing them. Can I change this wall? Okay, good, I can. All right, so I put him next to Dolores. I put him down fairly quickly. And how I usually do this is I kind of wait for the shield and then I pop everyone's ult. That means you get through the shield very quickly. It ensures that you get through the shield. And then your ults are still active for quite a long time after the shield goes down where you can get your damage in. So that's been quite nice. But he's, you know, just kind of hangs out and auto attacks the boss for quite some time. But his ultimate actually lasts a really long time. So there we go. He just started it. And you'll see... his will outlast Dolores. Dolores just ended, and then a couple seconds later, then his ends. So he has quite a long time with his ultimate up where he's allowed to do, you know, some more damage. He gets some attack speed, and he deals more damage for each one of his attacks. So here we go. I'm losing some people, but he ended up living. Again, this is just an auto run. So all I'm looking for is whatever. I think it's 600. So I only needed to hit 600. So we hit 940. So it's a quick run anyways, but I just kind of want to show you the damage comparison between him and some of the other heroes. Some of my other marksmen, and marksmen usually do pretty good. So that was a 1 key on Nightmare 1. I'll show you kind of the damage we got going on, and he just blows people out of the water. Look at this, 4.5 million damage. He's only level 54 compared to my level 60 Theo doing 1.2 million, right, in similar gear. So you can just see the massive amount of difference. This dude is a very good single target hitter. Setram is good as well, but I think Setram kind of hits like a noodle when he doesn't have his ultimate active. So that's why I always call Setram the noodle shooter. I have him on my main account, but I can't justify skilling him up just because I feel like he's very weak. I know people really love Setram. I'm just not a huge fan of him. Personally, I just don't really like him. He hits kind of like a noodle. He does hit like an absolute monster when his ultimate is active, but it also takes a really long time for Setram to get his ultimate active. So, okay, that's Guild Boss. That's where I'm going to use him a lot, but let me just take you into some other content, some other stuff like that. There's a lot of different places you're going to use them. You're obviously going to use him in Faction Trial. You're obviously going to use him in... Nowhere in here, honestly. I can use him in GR1 because I don't have much other options. You could, I guess, potentially use him in Gear Raid 3. But for me, the most of the reason I'm using him is just campaign progression, honestly, and Guild Boss. So I use him a lot in campaign, and he's been a huge help. Let me try one of these really hard levels. God, I hate this one with the stupid tentacles. All right, let me pick we'll just pick a random level here, and I'll kind of just show you. He was really strong for campaign progression for me. So I'll pick this one because I'm going to try to 3-star it. Don't want to waste my stamina, you know. So let's go. So I'm not going to pick him. I don't want to pick him. Let's grab another tank. Let's grab... who do we want for our last hero here? Probably doesn't matter that much. I guess I'll just grab another marksman here. So, okay, we'll show you kind of the damage that this guy can do. I do place him... I usually always place Nocturne because I know he's going to do a lot of damage. I always try to place him to a place where I can hit multiple multiple lanes, right? So if I place him right here facing this direction, you can see he's going to be able to hit all of those lanes. So I do like a placement, something like that. We'll place him. Where's our waves coming? Coming from the top. Okay. Oh, these are the invis bros. Okay. So we can't place them first. We're going to have to do something different here. They're invisible. So clearly I can't even attack them until they're blocked by a tank. So let's start over. Let's drop a tank first this time. We'll drop a tank probably. Maybe I'll drop back one. Yeah, we'll drop back one, I think. All right, let's see where the second line is going to go and how quickly they're going to come. Do I need to... Okay, they're going to come very quickly. So we're going to put that like that. We're going to do this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to block here. We're already kind of screwed because this is happening. Is this going to get through? Let's see. Yeah, we got one through. So that's part of the problem. Man, I don't know. Some of these levels are really annoying because there's really no way... Tanks are so expensive. Now I see why I haven't 3-star this. I mean, there's like, how do you even do it? Is it even possible? You know what I mean? You need an insane amount of cost to even drop a tank to block. And then they're invisible, so you can't block them any other way. And then you have to do all this wild stuff. It's quite insane. Honestly, some of these levels are quite insane. And I don't even know how I did them on my main account because, like, literally, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything here. Yeah, now I see why I haven't 3-starred this one yet. 16, 17, 18. No, okay, barely. Okay. So you got to do something like that. It has to happen very quickly. There we go. Okay, now we got it. So I haven't had a chance to put Nocturne down, but we'll drop him in a minute here. We'll compare his damage to Theowin, who is, you know, my other level 60. So I guess that's a good comparison there. Okay, next thing I do. Why didn't I bring a healer? Where are my healers? Oh, I messed up my team. Okay, we're going to try to solo heal this, see how this works. We're going to put him like that so he's able to hit both lanes here. We're going to use the ultimate on Theo. I did not bring any healers, so that was poor planning. Definitely poor planning. We're going to put our marksman there to do some damage that way. We're going to put another marksman right here to do some damage this way. And then we're going to put a final marksman right here facing up to get a nice coverage of all these little areas here. So... Okay, we got a lot of people building up, so I'm going to use the ultimate, and you can see now he's just doing some... I mean, look how hard that hits. 115k. 115k. Nocturne is an absolute monster, man. He is such a monster. So you can see that 115k before. Now he's only hitting for whatever the damage is. Oh, we got to use some big old ults. Get these guys down. There we go. Okay. I want to try to 3-star this one. Here we go. We'll use this last ult here. We'll finish this up real quick. But man, when he has that ultimate going, he just hits so hard. 115k auto attacks. Compared to like 20k when he doesn't have the ult. So we'll show you his damage here compared to everyone else. So Theowin was up and soloed what, like three or four waves before I even placed Nocturne. And you can see Nocturne still did the most amount of damage. So he is just very, very strong. And I'm really happy I picked this guy out and messed around with him. He helped me a lot in campaign, a lot in Guild Boss. Now, as I said, you're not going to really require him for raids. You could use him in GR2 for sure, because you just need a strong damage dealer here. But you kind of want AoE damage. So usually people are using Vierna, but if you don't have Vierna, you could use her here. You could definitely use her in Gear Raid 1 if you don't have anything else amazing. It'll at least help you with the boss and some of the ads because Nocturne does hit so hard. Gear Raid 3, they have a high magic resist, so you're probably not going to use it. But if you do want to use it, you could maybe use it in stage 19 or below. 20 and 21 have quite high resistances, so you're probably not going to be able to use it there. Guild Boss can be really good. Actually, also really helped me in the promotion raids. So promotion raids, campaign, void content, and Guild Boss is going to be where you're going to use Nocturne. So yeah, that's me pretty much of the video. Just really been enjoying this hero a lot. He really helped me a lot. Void Rift I'm not able to really touch yet, so we're not doing much in there. You could probably use him in some of the arena content as well. The anti-air, you could probably use him, but you're probably better off in like the single target one. He's actually probably honestly really good in single target. Let me see what the ratings say for him. Do the ratings place him quite high in single target? I bet they do. Again, and he's only level 54, so he's not even level 60, and he's doing a lot more damage than Theoin, who is level 60. Oops, I did the wrong hero, sorry. Faction Trial makes sense. Yeah, totally makes sense there. Single target arena, as I was saying, is going to be quite good there. People list him pretty high in Gear Raid 2. Yep, totally agree with that. Sustained DPS, he's going to be good as well. Gear Raid 3, probably better in the beginning, but for the later 20 and 21, you're not going to be able to use him. I'm surprised his rating's not higher on Guild Boss, because he is very good in Guild Boss. I do use him in my XP and Gold Raid, but nothing really amazing there, but you can use them. And Gear Raid 1, you can definitely use them as well. So, okay, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.